guys, welcome back. It's Friday afternoon, November 1st. You can see I've already got shadows across my face. The sun is setting earlier and earlier every day. And we are in what should be the peak of the RUT on this property. You know, depending upon where you hunt in the state, in the country, that time frame lines up a little bit differently. And typically for us, that last week of October is like the perfect amount of movement. And that kind of trickles into early November. And here we are. We hunted last weekend. I actually hunted across 4 days. I had 51 encounters. And I actually had an opportunity at a really nice buck. And I missed him. It was a whole debacle. Problems with my tree stand, problems with the camera. I think it's a story best told another time. But we've been seeing a ton of movement, both in person when we're hunting and on our trail cameras. So I think it's going to be a good weekend again. I'm hoping to have a shot at one of these nicer bucks. I'm sitting in a stand tonight that I sat in for the first sit last weekend when I saw a really nice deer. And there's actually a doe that just popped out in the field. But I'm sitting over a cut bean field that we've just seen a ton of activity in, a ton of doe activity, and it's brought with them a lot of bucks. I would not be shocked if there's a buck standing in the woods behind her that's going to pop out in a minute. And when I sat here that first night, I saw our number one target buck. But we had like 20, 30 mile an hour winds. So I would try to grunt at him, and he just couldn't hear me at all. And tonight we're looking at like 3, 4, 5 mile an hour wind. So I'm hoping that if the activity level is there, and they're out in this field, if they work their way this direction, hopefully I'll be able to communicate a little bit, throw a call out there, and pull them over. I've got a nice little mock scrape sitting right below me that has seen plenty of action. A lot of it kind of at night, like right after it gets dark, when they're already out in these fields. They're just not making their way over here till after dark. We've had a couple of really nice bucks working this scrape, and it's all tore up. I was able to see it on my walk in, so it sounds like a foolproof plan. Everything should come together here for us. But I am going to shut up, get eyes on this deer, and we'll see you guys when the action starts. And was feeding for a little while, and then eventually she got chased off by a little buck. And there may have even been another deer involved too. It's kind of hard to say. I've got quite a bit of tree cover in front of me here, which is by design, but sometimes you can't always tell with those interactions that are a ways out like that. But it's just after 5 o'clock. That sun will be out of my eyes pretty quick here, and we got less than an hour and a half before it gets dark. But I expect things to pick up quickly here. It's a beautiful night. Wind is almost non-existent now. It's a good, cool night. It's not cold. I'm also not sweating. It's kind of perfect, so hopefully we can put the cherry on top and put a nice buck on the ground. Running in circles out there. Meh. ever seen in the woods. I'm not too sure on the shot yet. The way he reacted looked like total liver shot. He's still out here. He's really, really hurting. He's gonna go down. I can see he's got a bunch of meat hanging there. We hit him really good, I think. That broadhead went in there and did a lot of good work. He's still just standing there in the field. I think he's gonna lay down, and he's not gonna live through the night as long as he goes down and we don't bump him. I think we're gonna get this deer. Oh my God, he was our number one. He's huge. I mean, there's people out there shot a lot bigger deer than this, but for us on this property, it is 40 acres. Oh my God. It's as big as it gets for us. I'm still watching him. He's really hurting. It looks like he's ready to just lay down. There's other deer coming out in the field still. Oh my gosh. It doesn't even feel real. I mean, they've just been chasing all over the place. And it's been mostly smaller bucks. And I'm kind of sitting on the edge of this field here, and there's a river bottom behind me. And I just hear grunting down there. So I stand up and I get ready, and it's him. And he kind of starts heading away from me. I grunt at him, and he makes it right to where I need him to get a shot in him. I feel pretty good about it, but I do think it was a little bit back, maybe a little bit low. But I think he's going to go down. I think we're going to get him. Oh my gosh. It's a lot to process right now, and I don't know what's going to happen until I see him go down. But man, what a deer. I mean, what an animal. He's not moving much at all. I mean, I'm just hoping he goes down quick and, he doesn't stand there and suffer, but I am going to take a little breather here. And we'll catch up with you when we've got an update. All right, we are back at the farm now. My dad made it over here, had a chance to talk to him, talk to my grandpa, looked at the footage and everything, just kind of, and based on the way he was acting too, I think we probably got liver and some guts. I mean, I'm super pumped to have had the opportunity to shoot this buck, but that excitement is kind of being overruled right now with a bunch of other emotions, the uncertainty of what's going to happen here. Are we going to be able to find this thing? Just the feeling of knowing that I didn't make as good a shot as I should have, and just hoping that buck is not going to have to suffer for too long. It's never good when you make a shot like that, but if we can recover him in the morning, I think we'll all be pretty pumped up. So we're not gonna go looking at all tonight. We're just gonna give him the time. That's kind of rule number one with a shot like this: don't bump them. If you bump them, you're probably never gonna find them. So we are gonna do everything we can not to bump them. I don't know exactly when I shot him. I think it was like 5:15, 5:30. So by first light tomorrow, it'll be 13, 14 hours. So
it should be plenty of time if it's as, you know, if the shot's where we think it was and we get the result we think we're going to. So I will see you guys in the morning. I don't know if I'm going to sleep, but one way or another, we'll see you then. All right, well, it's like 7:15, give or take. It's finally light out. We've got the team assembled to try and go track this thing down. So we are back at the stand where I took my shot. Gonna go take a look at the arrow, hopefully find some blood, and we saw where he went into the woods last night. Hopefully it's a quick recovery. So here's my arrow. Laying just like this, so you can see, you know, some blood in there, blood on the arrow.
Did he pull it out?
It came all the way out eventually. I mean, so there's guts on there, but it's not only gut. Like there's other stuff involved in that, so.
Yeah, I've seen them a lot worse than that.
Yeah.
With guts, I mean.
I'll get that in the quiver. Not the easiest thing ever to try and find blood in an open field.
Well, he's right here.
Oh, you got him over here?
Right there.
Okay, yep, we
And
got
that's-
some.
that's
Oh,
right
yep,
where
and
he
up
was.
here there's a bunch of blood here.
Yeah. And he just hung out for the longest time. I thought he was going to lay down. See him
I
right
thought so
there?
too. Yeah. Oh yeah, a bunch
Yeah.
of blood in here. Oh, he's got a good trail now.
I thought he was going to lay down right out here in the field.
Come see this. I thought so too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah, we've got good blood here now. That's what we're looking for. I mean, that's a whole lot better than guts. I do feel much better about this amount of blood here. I kind of had been convinced that it was going to be more gutty. So this makes me feel a little bit better. All right, thank you.
He goes straight across there, Bean.
Does he? How far do you think we've tracked him so far?
Well,
I mean,
he made a big circle.
he made a
for sure.
big loop.
How far? We're at least 500-600 yards.
Yeah, that's what I was
Gotta be.
thinking.
Well, maybe not. You know, this is only 40, which is 440. So maybe it's not as much as we think. Boy, it seems like a lot more, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's picked up now. I mean, he's losing good blood,
again.
but he just has not laid down yet.
So you know what he did? I was confused. He circled around and came back out here. And then he went down the trail. So he never went into the water. He might have got a drink.
got a
Because
drink,
he
yeah.
was definitely there.
look at the blood.
Yeah. No, I mean, I saw all this up here and all
Oh.
that down there.
But he circled around. They brought him back over the top of that grass, and I thought, this isn't right. And he came right out here, and he's going right down the trail. So, right down the trail, and go get your buck. But you gotta look for blood, dude. I mean, it's not gonna be laying right there.
I got a spot here.
Oh, I thought you saw him real close.
Yeah, I saw him real
Some
close.
blood here, some blood there.
Blood here.
The little stinker turned right around, right in the middle of nowhere.
Blood here. You up in here someplace?
Well, just keep following. You got 2 feet in front of you, more blood. See ya?
This?
Right to your right foot there, there's some on the leaves. Keep following it.
Oh, I see him.
Shit. Okay, Bean, here you go, buddy.
What a big deer. Did you see him?
I've seen part of them. Oh my.
He made that circle and I thought, this isn't right. This isn't the blood I followed down here. Well, what a perfect spot to die for you. We drive right up to that. Yeah, I followed him right there. I thought, well, I'll be darned. There he is.
Look at that deer.
It's frozen solid.
He's a dandy. Yeah, that's a real nice track.
Look
Real
at that deer.
Beautiful.
Look at that buck. I mean, he's got a ton of mass on there. All that dark in there. You can see where he was rubbing up on trees too. And he does have, I mean, this is a scoreable point over there to make 9. Oh man. I mean.
Turn his head, left hand down. There you go.
Like this?
Hang on to it right there. Perfect. Good. Okay.
What an animal. Especially for us here, you know, like we just see a lot of...
Oh, for the 40?
Yeah.
That's a monster buck for the 40.
Yeah.
Yes.
We see a lot of 1.5s, a lot of 2.5s. I mean, just the mass that he's got, the coloring in there.
That's a dandy.
And his G3s are just as long as his G2s. I mean, that's...
I just couldn't figure that out.
I know.
Why he was doing that
Why
down
he
there.
got to the river and came all the way back.
It didn't make any sense that he had two spots where he stood there. It just didn't make sense.
No.
So I kind of snuck around, and then all of a sudden I could see a few leaves going right straight up that bank.
It's unreal.
Yeah, that's a real nice buck. Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, guys, what a hunt. This is my first buck with a bow. My first big buck ever. You know, prior to this, I'd only really shot a nubby and a spike. And it's my first deer, period, in 7 years. So it's been a long time coming here, and absolutely couldn't ask for much better than this guy. Just a beautiful deer. Awesome mainframe 8. Got a little sticker over here to make 9. G3s are just as longer than his G2s. Got beautiful brow tines, ton of character, just everything you want from a nice white-tailed deer. Is really, really something. So super happy that we were able to find him. It was quite the track job here, but we got onto him, and got to give a big thank you to Papa and big thank you to my dad for not only helping me out here with them and tracking and all that stuff, but you know, to Papa and Grandma for letting us hunt here and letting us stay and feeding us, and you know, my dad for all the work that we put in all summer and everything. I mean, we worked hard. We were sweating our butts off, just doing anything we could to try and, you know, make this a reality. And that stand that I was sitting in to shoot him was a brand new stand that we hung this summer. So just goes to show how all that work really paid off. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. I know it's been a tough one for us this year. We've really struggled on the channel, but I do appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on this video, and hopefully there's going to be many, many more of these to come. We'll see you guys next time.